It's on.
Good morning. My name is Jean Cain. I'm an instructor for the Dixie Dancers. I teach line dancing at 2 senior centers. I'm a former teacher, so I still get to tell people what to do and to stay in line. That's one of my jokes. And I've had several people talk about being home during this time and looking for things to do, and when they're working they can't come to class. And since I only teach seniors, then anybody can watch this. And I do want to say, first of all, I am a member of the National Teachers Association, and I do pay my dues, and I am licensed to play music in a public place. And anybody can watch this. It doesn't matter how old you are, from middle school on up, and I think teenagers would really enjoy this because you can socialize without having to have a partner. You don't have to worry about being a wallflower. Everybody can join in, and seniors can do it. It is so good for us mentally because you have to learn the terminology. You have to know what the steps are called. You have to sequence. Every dance is different. You're thinking all the time, and it's supposed to ward off dementia. So it's something good that everybody needs to do to keep your mind active. It's also good for you physically because it's low impact and you can modify steps. The main thing, if you're moving in the same direction on the same foot, then you can be a part of it. And if you can't cross behind, you can cross together. You can step together. When we do full turns, you can do a rocking chair in place. There's so many ways that you can modify and still be a part of line dancing. And it is so good socially. Right now we are isolated and keeping our distance, but when we get back to our regular routines, it is so good for people to have that friendship and that part of belonging to something. And in my classes, we also have a friendship circle at the end of class where we say our names and we share things that are on our heart. So we pray for each other, and if that offends you, I'm sorry, but it's something that we do, and we want everybody to feel a part of it, and it doesn't matter what your religion is. We have all religions, all races, and we all love each other. It's a good bonding thing. And this is what I would do if this is your first time in class, so it's going to be very basic. But you're going to have a lot to work on before I do another post next week. And I want you to know I've got on some dance shoes. These are from Nike, and they will help you on the dance floor. The main thing is don't dance in flip-flops or open-back shoes. You want your feet secure. You want your shoe on your foot, and you want to be able to go up on your toes. You don't want anything that's clinging to the floor. And you really don't need to dance on carpet. It needs to be a wood floor or a tile floor. So you don't have to buy any equipment. You've got some shoes at home that you can wear. And you're going to get a good workout if you do this. The first thing that we're going to do is Cupid Shuffle. That's a universal dance, and most people know it, and that's a little warm-up if you already know it. If you don't, you're going to learn it. So I'm going to turn my back to you, and we are going to, it's called you step together. If we go to the right, well, I step to the side, and I step together. And I'm going to do it for a count of 8. So let me move over so I won't be behind the bar. So 5, 6, 7, 8. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, touch. When you touch, that means you're going to use that foot again. There's no weight on it. We're going to do the same thing to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, touch. After we do both of those, then we do heel steps. From the side, you put your heel out and you step on it. Heel, step, heel, step, heel, step. So this is what it looks like if my back is to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've done 3 sets of 8, and we're going to finish it with a quarter turn. And in this dance, you take 8 steps. And I say march, You can walk, you can march, whatever you want to call it, and you only turn a fourth, and we put our hand on our hip and we do a lasso. You can do whatever you want to do. Start on the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the complete dance. And since we stopped here, we started at 12 o'clock. Now we're at 9 o'clock. And we do the same thing on this wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, touch. Left, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, touch. Heel, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. March, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we do that all the way around, and there's no pause like I'm stopping and talking. You do it continuously. I'll go ahead, in case some people don't know it, and do it to the next 2 walls, and I won't stop. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. March, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Heel, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. March, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to put the music on, and I hope everybody is participating.
A brand new dance, you gotta move your muscle. Brand new dance, it's gonna do it shuffle. It don't matter if you're young or you're old. Here we go, we gon' show you how to do it. To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left.
Now,
Keep rocking, keep rocking. Now walk it by yourself, now walk it by yourself.
left.
Now walk it by yourself. Get yourself into the right.
We always start with that because it gives you a feeling of success. That yes, you can be on the floor. Yes, you can take part. I tell my class it's like you're in a marching band. Don't you love to see those halftime shows? They go this way and that way and they turn. Well, just think you are doing a performance and everybody's doing the same thing, except you put your own personality into it. I have some dancers that they go very gently. I have some that put a lot into it. So it's however you want it to do. And I have to say this. I was doing a workshop at the Peabody Hotel for their employees. And they were all so kind and they listened and they let me go through my spiel. And then when I put the music on, you should have seen those people. Instead of just marching, they were doing this crazy leg thing. And I thought, y'all knew this all along. And they put their personalities into it. You can put your personality into it too. I teach you the steps. You do it the way that you want to. Our next dance is Hey Baby. I like this one because you have some hand movements. In this one, when you start, I always say, you can remember this dance because when you see somebody, you say, hey! Well, that's how it starts. We're going to be waving our hands. We're going to just step touch. What's the step touch? You step right, touch, left, touch, right, touch, left, touch. That's what we start with. And you start by waving your arms. And even though you're just doing step touch, when you hit those arms, it looks like you know something fancy. So here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I call this freezing your feet. Do you see how my feet are in that position? So I know I'm going to use this right foot. I'm going to walk 2, 3, kick left, back 2, 3, touch. So on the right, walk 2, 3, kick, back 2, 3, touch. So that's another group of 8. We're going to do vines. And a vine is a little bit different than the step-togethers, but if you can't step behind, you can step together. We're going to side, behind, side, touch, side, behind, side, touch. If that hurts your knees or you think you're going to get off balance and fall, you can go step together, step, touch, step. So don't sit down and say, well, I can't cross my leg behind. You just step together. No excuses. Okay, let's do those 3 8s, and then I'll show you how we end. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Walk 2, 3, kick back and step. Touch, vine to the right, vine to the left. Now we're going to do step touches, but we're going to change the position of our feet. Step forward, touch, clap. Step back, touch, clap. Step side, touch, clap. And we make our turn on the turn, touch. So we start again at 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 3 o'clock. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Walk 2, 3, kick. Let me say this too. If you can't kick and think, oh, I'm going to fall, you can do this. Walk 2, 3, heel. Both feet are down. Back and step touch. We modify and keep you on the floor. Then our vines. Forward touch. Back touch. Side touch. Turn touch. Wave 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't it look like I'm doing something? Walk. Dunk and heel. Kick. Vine. Another vine. To make her turn, back, side, turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Walk 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Vine 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Forward touch, back touch, side touch, turn touch. Are you ready? Here we go. Hey, baby. Walk. Back. Forward. Way. Walk. I might have only done 2 instead of 4 because I was busy talking. You have to think about what you're doing. And that's another reason it's good for us. You can't worry about anything. You can't have anything on your mind because you have to keep up with your steps. So I'm glad I did that. I don't know if I did or not, but I thought maybe while I was saying, hey, I hope somebody's watching, I didn't do my counts. So if you've got problems, you lay them down and you do your dancing and it relieves that stress, and then you're more refreshed and try to find an answer, a solution to your problem. Okay, next we've got Mama Maria. And one of my dancers said, in this dance, Mama's always right. Remember, Mama's always right because every section starts with your right foot. And if I've got any cues or any little hints to tell you, I do. And you might not think like I do, but some of you might, and it will help you. So in Mama Maria, first of all, we're going to walk and kick, or you can do your heel, like we did in the second section of Hey Baby. But instead of going straight, we go at an angle. That also adds a little bit of flair to it. If you're watching something on the football field and they're going everything straight and all of a sudden they head toward a corner, that gets your attention. So this adds a little flair. We're going to walk 2, 3, kick, back 2, 3, touch. And when we go to that corner, we're going to start with our right foot, just like we did, because Mama's always right. On the right, it's walk, 2, 3, kick, back. Now you straighten up. I'm touching with my right. So when I turn this way, I start with the right, kick left, come back and straighten up. So I'm still on this wall. And this is a basic Charleston. You step, kick, step, touch, step, kick, step, touch. So from the side, I like to use my hands. Step, kick, step, touch, step, kick. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to. I add that to it. Okay, so we did the angles. We did that. Now we do 2 vines, the one on the right. And when we do the left one, we're going to step behind, turn, touch. Step behind, turn, touch. We're ready to start over. At our angle. 1, 2, 3, kick, back, and straighten up. Right, 2, kick left, back and straighten up. Then step, kick, step, touch, vine, turn. Start over. Walk, 2, 3, kick, back, and step. Touch, walk, 2, 3, kick, back, and step. Touch, step, kick, step, touch, step, kick, step, touch, vine to the right, vine and turn, touch, right, only kick left. Start right, only kick left. Step right, kick left. Vine right and turn. We're ready to start over. Are we ready? Here we go. Mama Maria. If you will notice, we have done no syncopation. Everything has been straight counts because that's how you start in line dance. Start with the simple and then you get to the advanced steps or the harder steps. These are all walking, touching, stepping, kicking. So we've got another, I think we can do 2 more. See if we've got time for that. And then the next lesson, we'll do some syncopation. We're going to do cab driver. This starts like Cupid's shuffle, except you stop on 4. Side together, side touch, left together, side touch. So side together, side touch, side together, side touch. And this is kind of like the Supremes. And you also got an angle like we did in Mama Maria. But you step together, step, touch. So you're on your left foot. And so when you turn this way, it's step together, step, touch. And then it's back, 2, turn, hitch, back, 2, 3, touch. So that hitch is when you lift your leg up. And if you can't stand on one leg, you just point. It doesn't have to be up. It can be here. So whenever you turn, you can touch, back, 2, 3, touch. So from the beginning, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back, 2, turn, hitch, back, 2, 3, 4. And guess what? We're going clockwise now. The other dances, we've ended up at 9 o'clock. Now we're at 3 o'clock. Side together, side touch, side together, side touch. Forward together, forward touch. Forward together, forward touch. Back, 2, turn, hitch, back, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As you have learned, we only count to 8 most of the time in line dancing. It'll have 32 counts, but we do them in groups of 8, so you have 4 sections, and that's what you teach, a section at a time. And I'm going fast because you can go back and you can watch it as many times as you need to, but I'm trying to do it within 30 to 35 minute segment. It's a lot easier to post.
Just want a chance to see his face. Don't stop the meter, let it race.
Turn hitch back instead of turning right.
Drive me by his place.
Do the arms.
Can't
Back
have
to
her
turn hitch
once
back
more
instead of
round the
turning
block.
right. Left, forward,
Never mind the ticking of the clock.
back to turn hitch back instead of turning
I
right.
only wish we could have had a talk. Can't drive her
Turn hitch back
once more
instead of
round the
turning
block.
right. Left,
Forward, once more down the
back to
street.
turn hitch back instead of turning right.
There's a little place we used to eat. That's where I laid my future at his feet.
Left,
Can't forward, once more down the street.
back to turn hitch back instead of turning right.
Driver, wait here by the door. Perhaps I'll hold him in my arms once more. Then things will be just like they were before.
Back to turn hitch back instead of turning right.
Wait here by the door.
Step together, step
Cab driver,
turn
you better take me home.
left.
I guess that I was meant to be alone.
Turn hitch back instead of
I
turning
hope
right.
God sends me that one of my own. Cab driver,
Turn hitch
you better take me home.
left.
Cab driver, you better take me home.
Turn hitch back instead of
Cab
turning right.
driver, you better take me home.
Okay, and if I didn't tell you earlier, this is called Line Dancing 101, Class 1. Next week will be Line Dancing 101, Class 2. Okay, we're going to do Cajun Cross to end it. Cajun Cross, instead of touching, you're going to do a scuff. And I don't have on my boots today, but you know, a scuff, if you have on boots, it would make a noise. And I think the guys, and this is for guys, it's not just for girls, the guys really like the ones where they got on the boots and, you know, they're making that loud noise. So, we're doing 2 vines in with scuffs. Step behind, step, scuff, step behind, step, scuff. Now we're going to go back and do toe struts. Now I want to show you from the side. A toe strut, you get 2 counts on 1 foot. It's toe down, toe down, toe down, toe down. And I snap my fingers, toe down, toe down, toe down, toe down. It's not tap, slap, tap, slap. Your foot is down on the ball of your foot, then you come down on the heel without picking it up. So after the vines, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Freezing my feet, I'm on my left foot. So I'm going to do a rock, recover, step, scuff. Right foot, I just put it down. Rock forward, back, step, scuff. Forward, back, step, scuff. So let me show you that from the side. We did our toe struts. Then it's rock, recover, step, scuff. Rock, recover, step, scuff. So that was forward. I'm backing up so I can turn. Now, you're going to take step, scuff, step, scuff, step, scuff, turn, scuff. And we'll be turning to the left. And we add a little press to it. And the guys will just stomp scuff. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, turn, scuff. Then 5 to the right, 5 to the left. Toe strut, toe strut, toe strut, toe strut. Rock, recover, step, scuff. Rock, recover, step, scuff. Walk, 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 turn. Going down the hall, but here I come back. Toe struts. Rock, recover, step, scuff. Rock, recover, step, scuff. Walk, 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 turn. 5 to the right. I'm getting Candy's lap. She used to be in my lap. Rock, recover, step, scuff. Rock, recover, step, scuff. Walk, 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 turn. Okay. We're going to dance this to the Shadow Boogie. And this will be our last one for today. Because our time is getting close.
J'ai le boogie, j'ai le boogie, j'ai le boogie, le sang.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Place where they get down
Toe
all
struts.
night long.
1, 2. Rock
As soon as
forward.
it gets dark, that's the going
And
and
walk.
morning comes.
Turn.
They got the
5.
music and dance in southern style.
struts.
Say, don't go, let's go for a while. Shake the boogie, the sun. Show
Rock.
them, make it smile.
Walk. Take tiny steps. 5.
Night and the dance is calling me.
Back.
Come on,
Forward.
my rhythm set you free.
Right, left, right, left.
You can't
5.
go wrong when the beat is right. It
Toe
keeps you
struts.
dancing all through the night. Shake the
Rock.
boogie, the song, groove, you
Rock.
who won't play?
Right, left, right, left.
Shake the boogie, shake the boogie, shake the boogie, the song. Shake the boogie, shake the boogie, shake the boogie, the song. Shake the boogie, shake the boogie, shake the boogie, the song. Groove, you who won't play?
Back, back. Rock, rock, walk. Back. Toe struts. Rock, walk. Back.
Bouge la Louisiane, ma ville et Marie.
Back.
Tous les vents entre nous, la terre, mon aïe. Ma terre, beyond the Saint-Fillon. Il dansait le rideau. J'ai du roi, le sang, groupe, et moi, je vais vous le montrer. J'ai le boogie, le sang, groupe, et moi, je vais vous montrer.
Back.
On va danser en bouche ensemble des wheelés. En tournant droit, en tournant
Toe
gauche.
struts.
C'est comme ça, comme ça. Et le boogie, le sang, boogie, et moi je vais vous montrer. J'ai le boogie,
see, we use a variety of music and we try to keep it interesting. And if you want to see this again, you can share it to your page so they'll be easy to find. You can share it so friends can see it. I will also post it on YouTube, and it will be called Line Dancing 101 Class 1 by Cain. And I hope I have enough feedback that we'll do Class 2 next. Practice, practice, practice. Get off your feet and dance. Thank you.